As a history creator with exactly 0 subscribers, I'm going to tell the story of world history, one country at a time. And the first country is Britain. Welcome to the history of Britain. When people think of Britain, they think of the British Empire, the Industrial Revolution, or the royal family. But before all of that, Britain was just a misty island at the edge of the known world. To the Romans it was distant, cold, and mysterious. Then one day a Roman came knocking. Julius Caesar wrote the first page of British history. In 55 BC, Caesar needed a big win. He was powerful, famous, and deeply in debt. He needed glory, money, and a victory big enough to impress Rome. At home his enemies were watching, and his creditors wanted results. So he looked across the channel to a place called Britain, a land rumored to have wealth, trade, and new opportunities for Rome. It was close enough to reach, but distant enough to feel legendary. So he invaded. But when the Romans reached the cliffs near Dover, they found Celtic warriors waiting for them, their bodies painted blue from the ships. The sight must have been terrifying. Warriors lined the shore, shouting from above, ready to strike the moment the Romans landed. The landing was hard. The fighting was fierce. The Romans managed to win on the beach, but then Britain's greatest weapon appeared: the weather. A violent storm smashed Caesar's ships. Supplies ran short, horses were lost. The whole invasion began to fall apart. After only a few weeks, Caesar withdrew. The next year, he came back with a much bigger force, around 800 ships and 5 legions. This was no quick raid anymore. Caesar wanted air assault Rome could not ignore. But this time the Britons were smarter. Their leader Cassivellaunus avoided open battle and used hit-and-run tactics instead. British chariots attacked quickly and disappeared just as fast. The Romans pushed inland and reached the River Thames, but every step was difficult. They were fighting on unfamiliar ground, and the Britons made sure the invaders never felt secure. And then Caesar got bad news from Gaul. He could not afford a long war in Britain, so he forced some tribes into an agreement, demanded tribute, and left. In reality, Rome did not truly conquer Britain. It gained no lasting control, and the promised tribute never really arrived. But back in Rome, Caesar wrote the story his own way. He made the campaign sound glorious, and the Senate rewarded him with celebration. So Rome may not have won much in Britain militarily, but politically, Caesar still got what he wanted. And even without conquering the island, Caesar had done something important. He made Britain matter to Rome. He opened the door and Rome would return. After he left, Britain stayed outside Roman rule for nearly another century, until AD 43, when Emperor Claudius decided to finish what Caesar had started, and that is where our next episode begins.